cancer a national priority. We'll see you then. We're back in Iowa for the first ever Livestrong Presidential Cancer Forum, broadcast live by MSNBC. We invited all the candidates from both the Democratic and Republican sides to go on record with their plans for fighting this disease. Cancer still kills more than 560,000 Americans each year, and it's time for our leaders to answer your questions on the subject.
What are your feelings about prevention of cancer?
What would you do if a poor person has cancer?
How you would address the disparities in cancer research.
Why are we decreasing money for cancer research when this is a fight we can actually win?
Cancer is a nonpartisan issue, and every American is impacted by the disease. It kills more people every year than things like terrorism or global warming, and yet it hasn't been part of the last presidential debates and presidential elections. Lance and the foundation are here to make sure the next president makes this a national priority. Let's check it out and see what the candidates have to say.
Is the fight against cancer a national priority under your presidency?
Yes.
Yes. Yes?
Yes.
It would be obviously a huge priority for me as president.
I will not only declare war on cancer, I will declare war on cancer before it kills us.
So you would be in favor of the FDA regulating tobacco?
Why is there a different standard?
Little to no improvement.
Deny people coverage.
I want to talk a little bit about funding.
Where are you going to choose to cut the spending?
By far and away the biggest killer.
I think everybody here was impressed with that, but let me ask you a question.
A lot of people don't think their government works for them anymore. They've given up hope. What a way to change that if we took on cancer and deaths by cancer.
I want to double both the National Institutes of Health and the National Cancer Institute budgets. We need a smarter approach to prevention and early detection. Every insurer should be required to pay for mammograms and PSAs and colorectal screenings, things that will save lives.
I mean, the most critical thing for us to do is to turn loose these young, creative researchers and allow them to run in an open field. And that means we're going to have to be willing to take some risk, and there's some cost associated with taking risks. So if you decide on the front end that you're going to be conservative in what research you fund, it's self-limiting.
The fact that we're engaging in this conversation tells us that there are a lot of people in this country who are finally beginning to realize that if we would spend some money on the front end, not only preventing and researching, we would spend a lot less money on the backside of treating people at the catastrophic level.
African Americans and Latinos have higher rates of mortality because they don't have accessibility. Under my program, they'll have accessibility. They won't have to worry about the money. What you said yesterday, Lance, people should get the care they need without worried about whether they can afford it or not. Chris, that's the system that I'm proposing.
I mean, we went to the moon. John F. Kennedy, I remember. We're going to go to the moon in 10 years. Why don't we have a similar plan that we will conquer cancer? Maybe it'll take a little longer. But let's have that goal as a leadership in this country.
We pushed hard this week to get cancer on the radar of the presidential candidates. We heard some great responses about prevention, healthcare, budget cuts, and even more so, we heard some great commitments. If you didn't see your favorite candidate on this stage, send him an email and let him know that there are more than 10 million cancer survivors in this country, the Livestrong Army is growing, and we want to hear from them. We hope to see you soon at the Livestrong Challenge. If you live in Texas and you've been watching the news lately, you know Lance has been talking to a lot of people about Proposition 15. Prop 15 is a constitutional amendment that would establish the Cancer Prevention and Research Institute of Texas. The Livestrong Army in Texas worked tirelessly to get this on the ballot in November. With all the federal cuts in cancer research funding, the people of this state have stood up and said we will be the leader in finding cures for cancer.
On the federal level, funding is being cut, and we have a unique opportunity in the state of Texas to change that and to really reverse that trend. As a cancer survivor, as a proud Texan, I ask the people of Texas to invest this money and vote yes on Proposition 15.
In less than a month, Texans are going to vote on Prop 15. After the Livestrong Challenge, Lance is hitting the road on this bus to get out the vote. Let's go.
I'm honored to be on Survivor One starting today. Up to the north of Texas, through Temple, up to my hometown, Dallas, Plano, Fort Worth, back around to the east, Houston, San Antonio, and get around and just spread the message. I'm looking at the reason that it should happen in Texas.
cancer survivors and as people who care about this, it sounds like a great idea.
We are right now touring around Texas because we want every Texan to understand that they can be a part of what I believe will be Texas's greatest legacy of our generation.
This is the chance for Texas to lead the way.
We've had a great turnout so far on our bus tour. People are excited and they're coming out to learn more about Proposition 15. We're going to keep pushing and keep talking about it all the way up to Election Day on November 6th.
Today is the last day. We have a few more hours to vote. We think that this is a worthy reason to get out of the House and come and vote and affect the future.
We're here at the Driscoll Hotel in Austin, Texas, celebrating Proposition 15.
Support Proposition 15.
Welcome to tonight's Proposition 15 celebration. Together, we will be saving lives, not only here in Texas, but across the country and around the world. We will be back shortly with periodic updates as the results begin to trickle in. And in the meantime, we want you to have a lot of fun.
I voted today in support of Proposition 15.
This is going to give people, something to look forward to.
I just am so excited to see this kind of research going into cancer in this state.
I'm so proud of the bipartisan team that came together this session.
The time has come to renew our national commitment to fight cancer, and Prop 15 is going to make that happen.
The people of Texas spoke up today, and they made the right choice. They voted to support the fight against cancer. In 2008, we will all go to the polls and vote. Join the Livestrong Army, and let's get candidates across the country talking about cancer.